Yeah, this is going to be a video about multi-instances or inheritance, where we make a new function block and we want to use another function block in the new function block. It's not going to be really advanced, but let's say we can have a look here. I have this, my function block, the pulse generator, that's down here. So I want to make a new function block. Yeah, it's not going to do much. My function block, it's basically just going to get a pulse and output the pulse. But I don't want to write all this code. So it's going to use this one. So now I could make a new block, but what I can do now is take Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, make a copy. Pulse outputs. I just renamed it. Be careful. I made a copy. If I start to edit this one, I'm just going to edit that one, so I have to double click on my copy, or open at least. And they are going to look pretty equal. So this one is not going to do much. This has to go. This can go. You get a lot of red down here. And I don't need a constant either. Ooh. Well, I'm just going to get rid of this. It's a little small. Use Control and scroll a little. I just keep the XC. I could have kept the XC. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of the XC too. So what this one is, only thing this one is going to do is to output pulses, basically what the other block is doing. But what we are going to DSB pulses. No, not going to be a bool. It's going to be static. Yes, it's going to be FB. And here for type, types. Oh, it was down there. FB. Yes. Tab. Of course, on the HMI. Y. Slave. My pulse slave. Making pulses. Not going to be much here. I had a Y. I have to run my program first. It's just like I just called my instant S pulses. When I execute this memory area with my pulse generation, Y, tabs, S pulses, dash, it's like a project is probably going to compile without errors, I hope. I'm going to compile the entire CPU. I can't see anything wrong here, but there might be this a change to it is static. Probably to be. I won't do it. My pulse slave as pulses. Oh. Password can be empty. Oh, did a little debugging here. No intention. Put in a password. Password. Did it do it? This is not an objective of the course here, but there is the security. Let's say we can do a compile again and see what it does. So far, so far, so far, so good. Yeah, I don't need that. Yes, there is something, there's one of these up here that you can, I think it's this one, update inconsistent data block calls, what I had here. So I could have used that, but when you do a full compile here, it just recompiles your system, so you don't need to do that. Well, the last thing I have to do is, of course, you have to use this one too. Again, now I can't make a copy of the instance data block because it's going to be the pulse output. So here I have to make a new block, data block, but it's not going to be global. It's going to be of the pulse output type. Created as I am, IDB output. That was the instance data block. And now again, the last thing I have to do is I need to call it. So we can call it after IDB. We could have dragged it in and have a little fight with TI Portal. I use Notepad++ as an editor, Visual Studio Code or whatever, but I have used Notepad++ a lot, so I'm familiar with that one. It works okay and it's free. Visual Studio Code is free too, I think so. But just get a good editor where you can do column editing and a nice search and replace and stuff. Because what's working in the background here, what we are looking at in the program is lines and stuff, but this is semantic ML. You can see it's pauses and things like that, and that's when it updates its database. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. So it was a multi-instance. I used a function block, and I made a copy of it. And then I had a problem because my function block wasn't compiled. So I had to update the interface and stuff like that. There are two ways of doing that. I did a full compile, but you can update the interface with a toolbar button.